Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts. We are back for yet another Angelina Jordan video. Now, this is reaction number 100, and so I'm super excited to bring it to you. But we got something special cooked up for you today. We're not just doing reactions. We've got some people here in the room with us. In fact, I don't even know how many we have, 15 or so.
What's going on?
Say hello to the Angel family.
Woohoo!
Go AJ!
Reaction 100.
Here we go, guys. Getting good.
You can see it's a full room. Feel free to come on in. Awesome. Thank you all. All right, go ahead and get back to wherever. All right, so I really want to say this is super special, and I want to use the beginning of this video, and we will get to a full Old Enough EP album reaction here where we're going to go through every single song. So I'm super excited. It's going to be a bit of a long one, although we do have a room rental, so we got to stay on time. And you know I love to talk, but it'll be fun. But before we get to that, I want to use this time and say thank you to all of you. Thank you to all of you. My journey has been beyond remarkable. I started almost 5 months ago to the day and heard my first Angelina Jordan reaction. See, when I started this journey, I had put out a course, which none of you have even heard of, because my journey changed. I created a course to help people with their job search and their resumes, and I had put it on Udemy, and I had started doing some Facebook and YouTube marketing, paid for, and I said, I want to do some organic growth, and I want to do something on YouTube. What should I do? And I remembered a couple years back, I had watched a number of reactors myself, and I said, you know what? I want to do some reactions at some point. And I jotted down a couple names of people that I had seen a bunch of people cropping up left and right, but I said, well, I want to do reactions someday. I'm not going to watch those so that when I do reactions, I can do it. And I saw Dimash, I saw Morissette Amon, and I saw Angelina Jordan. Those were the three I had written down. So I started this reaction journey with Dimash, Sinful Passion, and I was so floored, I literally fell out of my chair. That's a fun one. I literally fell out of my chair. And I said, holy cow, this is crazy. And then I realized towards the end of that, I never even promoted my course. The whole reason I was going to do this, I figured if I got some free traffic, I can promote this course. I said, but that was a lot of fun, and I'm kind of glad I didn't promote the course. It was just so much fun. And then I had done, I believe, Morissette Amon as my next reaction. Or I did a second Dimash, and then I did Morissette Amon. And on my fourth video, I found this lovely little 13-year-old girl on America's Got Talent called Angelina Jordan. And if this is your first time here to this channel and this reaction, your journey doesn't end here. Let me just say that. You are going to go on because just like I was, I instantly fell in love. I think the judges' reactions on that video say it all, right? The judges were completely enveloped into that world in complete awe without the ability to speak. Now, I had seen 13-year-old performers do some incredible things. So while I was completely blown away by her rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody, which was her own, and I remember commenting at the time, not knowing anything about Angelina, wow, she sounds like she has a lot of jazziness in her. I don't remember the specific comments, but I got many comments from many of you at that time saying, oh, this guy is gonna, oof, look out, right? We got a jazz artist here who has stumbled across Angelina Jordan. Little did I know my world would change, right? But my whole point was I was very impressed, but that wasn't the hook for me with Angelina Jordan. Because again, at 13, that's a much more mature age than some of her earlier stuff where it's like, oh my goodness, right? And I was blown away, but it wasn't like, I've got to start this Angelina Jordan version, right? This whole journey. That was reaction video number 4. My comments went insane after that video. I was up in the morning till like 3 in the morning just reading comments, and I was responding to every one of them. I don't know if you guys can remember, but I was literally responding to each and every one of them, and I learned so much. And they weren't just comments like, yeah, she's awesome. It was like, whole life story. And I said, oh my gosh, this fan base is something special, right? This girl is something special. And the number one request I got was 9-year-old Angelina Jordan, I put a spell on you. And so 3 videos later, my reaction number 7, that was about 4.5 months ago, my entire life changed. Because that video just put me into another planet, another dimension. I felt like the whole rule book of what music is changed with that video for me. And I knew in that moment when I got done with that video that I would be doing a lot of Angelina Jordan. I didn't know I would be essentially chronologically no, not ickly, but chronologizing. I don't know, whatever. Chronicizing, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, but I would be essentially cataloging, right? Horror life in the earlier years. And, I know that once I finally, and many of you were on me like, yo, you are doing a disservice to yourself by not seeing her later videos. And I said, look, guys, I can do this all day. Like, I didn't break, just for the record. I heard enough begging and pleading, and I wanted to be loyal to you all but I'm very, very glad that you were persistent, and I want to thank you for that as well. Because once I started opening up the lid and saw some of the later stuff, right? Oh my goodness, right? But I haven't given up on the early stuff. If you've noticed recently, I've gone back and I'm going to continue that journey. So this video is really a dedication to all of you for what you've done for me in this journey, and that reassurance that what I'm doing is meaningful. It's a whole lot of fun. And I hope that it, is endless. I hope that we create something here together, not just with this video, but in general, that can live on and kind of paint that story and be used however. So that's what I'm about with, my Angelina reactions. If you watch any of my other reactions, I react to them, but I do Angelina Jordan reactions differently. Right? Because I know you are all not there just to watch the reaction, but to also be educated, to hear my interpretation and so forth. So we'll get some of that today, but I'm not going to do my typical reaction because there's a room full of people here. So I might actually walk around and go, look, if you're watching this on a recording, my audio, the room's audio is not necessarily going to be perfect at times, maybe even at all. Right? Because we've got a complex setup. We're going to do our best, but it's about the experience. So without further ado, I really, really hope you enjoy. This is Angelina Jordan reaction number 100 for A-Aron. Old Enough EP. Let's get to it. All right, so of course my computer had to have some issues. I got a whopping 5 seconds in, so I did see that, and I'll talk briefly since we're paused in terms of what I saw. Obviously it's just getting going with 5 seconds, but since I did pause, I might as well, just inject some quick comments. And my apologies because we did have some technical issues, but I think we're good to roll. And so we have this kind of black and white vintage video. Obviously, LA, I've learned that they went and some of the Angels went and did some recreation of that. And I see that we saw some walking, I believe, and getting into a car, palm trees in the background and so forth. So that's the gist. Obviously, Angelina's there. So yeah.
Hey, Grandma.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even comment on the heels. My gosh. Actually, I think I missed it because I was looking at the screen. I can see. You guys can hear okay?
Mistakes and regrets ain't all that I have left. 'Cause your touch and your sense still on my skin. Maybe I'm a fool to be closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke. Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If you had a heart, I could make it beat for me. If you had a soul, I know where my home would be. It's not about feeling lonely, but man, I just can't forget. And though you're not here beside me, I still see your silhouette. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke. Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go.
Feel free, yeah, feel free. First things first, I need to get a quick look at the lyrics to make sure I heard some of this right. Okay, yes. Wow, so this is the album opener, correct? Because I know you gave me a reverse order.
Yeah.
Bam! So immediately, aside from that vintage look and the visual side of it, I hear, all right, I know some of you don't like this, but I'm telling you what I hear. I hear very much a Back in Black type of feel from Amy Winehouse in terms of the rhythm and the instrumentation. And I expected her to come in with this strong Amy Winehouse sound, and she said, no. I'm Angelina Jordan at the age of 16, and I've got 100 shades of color. And in fact, I'm going to change multiple times through the song. But this has that kind of vintage retro type of feel to it with a lot of modern flavor. That descending line, like that sounds also like a line in Back in Black that I hear as well. But I feel like she's bringing that beat is hitting hard. That it's really grooving, and she just now these lyrics, holy cow! Oh my gosh, she has personified or anthropomorphized love into this human emotion. Like if I can talk to you, if only I could look you in the eye. Am I getting that right? Like, yeah, love, I wish you really had a face. So like I'm begging you, and my gosh, the age of 16, emotions are completely raw and crazy. And I said to my wife when we went to have kids, seven?
17.
Oh, she's 17 here. Ah, okay. Well, same applies, but good. Thank you for the clarification. I thought she was 16. Okay. I said to my wife that when we have kids, I don't mind having any kids, any age, anything, but I do not want a teenage girl. I'll ship them off, like whatever have you, because the emotions are insane, right? So here she is now, the later teen years, but enough that it still applies. And of course, at this point, everything's love and a breakup and emotions. And so, I don't know much myself. I don't know how much you all know, but I think she keeps her personal relationships personal, is what I've seen. I don't think we really know much about that. but I don't think she's immune from the turmoils of love and life.
We don't know how old she was when she wrote this song.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah. So I'm going to repeat that just in case the audio is not very good. The point was we don't know how old she was when she wrote this. I didn't consider that. It's a very good point. Yeah, but we know that when she was, 6, 7, 8 years old, she's understanding very mature lyrics and actually changing them up. I mean, Portrait of a Child, come on, right? What she does is unreal. This was super powerful. I love the groove. It's interesting because she puts out this album, and I've talked with some of you last night at dinner, as we were hanging out, about the fact that, I believe that if Angelina Jordan is going to go big, she needs to get more mainstream, at least initially, because some of her stuff will not jive with the masses. Maybe she can change that, and maybe it will once people recognize how powerful and amazing her voice is. But to hit that, she really needs to kind of go more mainstream. Amy Winehouse was a huge hit, right? And so to go in that direction is actually a smart play. Now, as I said, I do feel some hints of Amy Winehouse here, but I'm not for 1 second saying this is Amy Winehouse. I do feel like that beat has a lot of the feel right from the first 3 seconds, 5 seconds. I instantly felt like it was Back in Black type of sound. But her vocals, I feel like, of course, she adds in her vibrato and all the different things that she does, that you can't possibly say that she's trying to replicate Amy Winehouse or Adele or anybody. It is her fusion of all of these. So
there's a lot of Adele out there and the great tuning in the radio. Adele did a video where she does her hair back and
okay,
tunes the radio in the car.
interesting. Yeah, the other thing, thank you, I forgot to mention as well. So, some of the choreography, walking with those black and white high heels, and you've got the kind of jukebox radio type of tuning and things to that effect. Her being with Mary, right? Like, I was feeling like, that is the support, that is the crutch of her life. That when you're having these hardships and this challenging times, you lean on. For a lot of teenage girls, it's their best friend or friends. I think for Angelina, that's her grandmother, Mary. And so the fact that she's driving around with Mary, and I'm almost feeling like she's hearing herself on the radio, almost like just kind of, having these, just these, I mean, it's that repeat something 100 times breakup song that, a lot of teenage kids go through. That's kind of what I'm getting here.
Just the fact that she was driving was quite a shock to all her angels.
Yeah. Okay.
So long. Wow, she's really grown up. She's able to drive.
Good point. So again, I'm not quite sure. I probably should have tested this, but I'm not quite sure of the audio quality here. So I just want to repeat what was said as, it was a bit of a shock to all the angels, the fact that she was actually driving. Here's this little girl now grown up. She's driving. What's going on?
I think this song is the next chapter of Suspicious Minds.
Oh, elaborate. Feel free to come closer to talk to the mic here too.
The car is similar to Elvis Presley.
Good point. Yeah.
The guitar in the back seat.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I did notice that as well. Yeah. There's a lot of details.
That was the guitar in Suspicious Minds. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, a lot of details, which my screen on here is smaller than normal because I have more going on. So it is a little hard for me to catch some of that. Actually, I'm going to blow that up moving forward, I think.
Are you live?
Yes.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You have lots
How many people are there?
of footage to use.
More than one way to get a live reaction.
Let's test it. I want somebody to respond. What is the answer to Boogaloo? All right. Anything else? I want to move on to the next one. Now, James, I'm going to ask you, since you gave me a custom song order, why did you choose the order you did?
I don't want to tell you now.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's a reasonable answer.
Yeah.
That's a very reasonable answer. Okay, so now I have these tabs in order. If I've got it wrong, let me know, but I did double check. But then again, I did double check my screen was recording correctly. So, so next I have All My Fault. Yes, that's what you have?
I think so.
All right. Now, in these ones, the lyrics are on here. So I've been told for all the rest of them, I don't need lyrics. So I'm going to be referring to this as we go. So without further ado, this is All My Fault. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was number 4. I think it was 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6 or something like that.
I didn't do it to make it more difficult on you.
All right. Celebrations outside. Here we go. Angelina Jordan, All My Fault, age 17.
Down on my knees, yeah. This good love is lost. Yeah, it's lost.
No video, so I'm going to show lyrics.
I'm trying to fix this whatever the cost. The cost. Where did this all go wrong? So far from what we want. Be here till the night is gone. It's all my fault. It might be wrong, but I'm taking in the breeze while I fall. It might be hard, it falls apart, but my heart flows into you like waterfall. I want you to care. My feelings are bare. I need you to know the blame is on mine. I do whatever it takes. It must be your way. I know give me a chance for the last time. I know that I can make it right. It's all my fault. It might be wrong, but I'm taking in the breeze while I fall. It might be hard, it falls apart, but my heart flows into you like waterfall. It's all my fault. It might be wrong, but I'm taking in the breeze while I fall. It might be hard, it falls apart, but my heart flows into you like waterfalls.
She just had to end it that way.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
Just wait till tonight.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so for starters, oh my gosh, this is like 90s, like I don't know, like old R&B, like Lauryn Hill type of feeling.
Yes.
And she's got that swagger to her sound. Oh my goodness. And what was that falsetto Ariana Grande, Mariah Carey, like, what?
There you go.
Some of these lyrics, again, one of them really caught me. But my heart flows into you like waterfalls, right? Like, I was trying to visualize, what does she mean by that? And when you think of a waterfall, it's never ending. You can't shut it off, right? If you go stand on a waterfall, under a waterfall, it's powerful, non-stop flow that just keeps coming, and it's uncontrollable. So to me, what she's trying to indicate here is her love, her heart is pouring into them like waterfalls. I can't control this, and it is just coming at you. I can't stop this force that is my heart flowing into you, right? But then she says, but it's all my fault, right? So I admit I've done screwed up, but I'm going to do what it takes. Again, we go back to the love theme of this, tender 17-year-old where everything is drama. That beat was grooving though.
Yeah.
And again, now going back to my comment from the first one, Love Don't Let Me Go.
Yeah.
It's more poppy now. I feel like trying to cater to the more mainstream type of things, but in this case, it is Angelina Jordan genre.
I think we've all been in a similar situation, willing to take the blame in order to save a relationship.
Yeah, that's what this.
Good point.
I think.
Good point. Yeah, willing. Again, I'm going to repeat it.
While she's got all this grief and willing to take the blame for this, she finds positives in it that she can feel the breeze while she falls.
Beautiful, beautiful. So the point was, we've all been in that place where, relationship. If I miss something, and then feel free to restate it, but where it's so much going on that she's willing to take the blame to move forward. And sorry, say that last part again about the wind or the breeze.
Positive in it, even
Yeah.
in the midst of all that grief, that she's taking in the breeze while she falls.
Yeah, that's a very, very astute point. She finding the positive in it, taking in the breeze while she's falling. I commented on this. In fact, I was talking about it last night at dinner too. How, Suspicious Minds. By moving the bridge up front and by really just blaring at you, wailing right from the get-go, let our love. Like, she's changed this concept of this repeating, we're caught in a trap, right? That kind of feeling and sentiment, focusing on we can't move forward, is the sentiment of the original Suspicious Minds. Too similar to what you just said, focusing on the good in it. Let our love live on. This is the good piece. Let's focus on that. And that was one of the things I thought was so brilliant in that. But here again, your point is very, I think, spot on, is focusing on the good that comes with it. Amazing. Anything else? I love this, guys.
Yeah.
I got a quick thing. You just mentioned about the genre. I've been saying on my channel for a long time now that I think there's an actual Angelina genre now of music.
Yes.
And I think it's appropriate for her because the first time there was something of hers on Spotify, I went and I looked under they put the genre description down. Sometimes there's one or two or three. There was 16 different things that they put underneath that to describe the genre. And I think to me, it's the collection. She has everything in there pretty much. It's her genre. And I think it's.
Do you have any of those cards that you gave me last night?
Yeah.
So I want to show this to the camera.
There was never any doubt that Angelina would create her own genre.
Yeah.
So these cards that we were passing out yesterday, it says retro, pop, jazz, blues, R&B. I can't even read it anymore. Soul, soft rock. And so I was also telling some folks yesterday that, prior to Angelina Jordan, my current favorite jazz artist is James Morrison, trumpet player. And I was actually showing a 17-piece big band where he plays all of the instruments himself and the drums. And he said, I figured I'd stick to music. He often is quoted with one of his own songs. I don't even remember what it is. He literally says, well, it's a pop calypso reggae blend. He names off like 20 different things, type of blend song as they go to introduce it. And yeah, I feel like that's the only way to describe Angelina is as her own genre. I actually moved immediately beyond that comment. I'm glad you brought it up. But yeah, that's kind of what I meant is you can't categorize this in any way other than it's her own thing. And I feel like that's what she needs to break through, but she can't sway too far, at least initially, from the mainstream stuff, because I don't think it'll just work. At least going, scale she needs to. And she knows that. Because this is so different from everything else I've heard from her. Everything else. I've not heard her, she's in the pocket with that. Like, just take a step back. I'm going to shift my posture yeah. Yeah.
That's part of the reason that I chose this as number 2, because it's so different from the first one.
Ah, okay. All right, how are we doing on time? Okay, I think we're pretty good. All right, anything else for this one? Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Steve, by the way.
Yes.
Number 5, Good and Goodbye.
All right, and by the way, I don't know if you have comments on, but if anybody there has like a question or comment, feel free to jump in.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but if you have a question, throw it in here, okay?
How many watching, Steve?
Yeah.
Not that, I just didn't shut it off and restart it, so I'm on like 14 or something.
Okay,
14 is better than 0.
absolutely.
Good and Goodbyes. That's an interesting title. I think it plays on what we were just talking about, though. Finding the good in the goodbyes. All right, here we go. What number on the track is this, or on the album?
5.
Number 5. Okay, so we went 1, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Good and Goodbyes.
It's very low to start, so if your volume is okay.
I hear it fine here.
It builds up.
Is that an actual bass guitar? Everything else is synth before.
You had me so, didn't listen to my gut, tell me no. Cause your eyes are so slum beautiful. You got up in my mental, play me like a fiddle, riddles. But now I see that you never meant no good for me. You're the devil with angel wings, behind me like a shadow. I'm going up the ladder, I met her. My light is shining as bright as the sun. I don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me. Not sorry. Gonna shine like the night sky. Free bird learning to fly. That's a good and goodbye. Yeah, right now is the right time. Got the sky still in mine. That's a good and goodbye. Oh yeah, that's a good and goodbye. It hurts sometimes when they push you on the edge of your mind, where comparison will rob you blind. Got you feeling all empty, wondering if you're worthy. It's crazy, cause you are pure light, and your differences were made by design.
I wanna dance.
No mistaking love is on your side. Sometimes you gotta move on, even if it hurts you, be strong. Your light is shining as bright as the sun. We don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me. Not sorry. Gonna shine like the night sky. Free bird learning to fly. That's a good and goodbye. Yeah, right now is the right time. Got the sky still in mine. That's a good and goodbye. Yeah, I know that I am meant to be. It's written in my destiny, and the rest is history. History, yeah. I know that you are meant to be. It's written in your destiny, and the rest is history. History, yeah. Nah, nah. That's a good and goodbye. That's a good and goodbye. Nah, nah.
There's a lot there.
Dance lyrics.
Wow. Wow.
Correct.
Okay, I talked about swagger on the last one, but oh heck no. Like, absolute rhythmic mastery on this one. I mean, she is so, look, the discipline to be comfortable with silence between the beats, to have a staccato laid back, and then to play with you to go da 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 da, like to switch between the 3 and the 2 in her melody. And then melodically, she's going all over. And the delivery hitting in those special moments when she hits those peaks. And one of those lyrics, I just wanted to scream.
Her story.
Or was it?
There's a lot of them.
There was a lot, but one of them.
Get used to it. I'm shit. My
light is shining as bright as the sun. I don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me. Get out of here. I gotta hear that again. Where was that?
My light is shining as bright as the sun. I don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me. Not sorry.
And that's the other thing. I'm so glad I went back. For the first time, now I know I'm doing it out of order or whatever, but first time in this album, she's like, oh yeah, I've got some vocal chops, by the way. And here's a taste of some of what I can do. Right? And she's playing with that E. It's like on the lyric. Not sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry.
But
Come on. You want to tack me down? Oh, heck no. I'm going forward. I don't do darkness. Sorry. That's, go live in your own place. Oh, thank you.
But the
I'm testing you all.
Not story. It blends in with what comes next about her story.
Oh.
As in history. Because it's
But yeah, someone also mentioned up the ladder. But even before that, you're the devil with angel wings. So, look, you come to me, and I've been rewatching the show Lucifer recently, which is a fun one. It's wild, but it's a fun one if you haven't seen that. And by the way, the version of Creep on Lucifer is fantastic. He sings on the piano. It's beautiful. But you have this nice guise of these angel wings that you come and you taunt me. But you're the devil.
Yeah.
And I don't do darkness. I'm climbing up the ladder. I'm moving forward. You can't hold me back. I'm sorry.
No, because I'm meant to be.
yeah.
And it's written in my destiny.
But not sorry. Not sorry.
Not so.
Well, no, not sorry. Not sorry. Wow.
I think.
Okay, this one was good.
I think she's talking to all the people, through her years of growing up, and it hurts sometime when they push you to the edge of your mind, when comparisons will rob you blind, because everybody's comparing her to so many other artists.
Yeah.
She said, no, I'm me.
Yeah, I mean, again, when I did the first one, Love Don't Make Me Blind, I mentioned, right? Because I really did get that feel from that beat right out of the gate. I really did get that feel of Amy Winehouse. Now, I've seen some comment battles recently, as it relates to Angelina Jordan and Amy Winehouse. And I know some people can get a little heated when it comes to that. Some people saying that she's cloning Amy Winehouse and things to that effect. How dare you say that with this song? Right? In fact, how dare you say this is anything but the Angelina Jordan genre with this one? Because she is encapsulating so many elements into this. And then the lyrics, the boot.
Right.
Who is this girl? Right? I love it. I love it. I could totally see this
Keeps coming.
rising on the charts.
This year with a Grammy for songwriting.
Yeah, this is the best.
Yeah.
This whole EP.
Well, I've been very disappointed so far, if you can.
Well, Diamond is next. So
That should be last.
So, Diamond, I remember hearing some of from 10 Years in the Making.
Right. Yeah.
In fact, I think there's 2 or 3 of these I've heard.
Yeah.
I Fire and Rain, I feel like I heard some of that.
There was a fair bit of that.
And what else? There was one more, I think.
Lots of let me go.
I think Love Don't Let Me.
Yeah, I think there was bits, but I was so engorged in the 10 Years in the Making. I don't think I really listened much to that one. Because I did recognize, I think that line a little bit. But I do remember the lyrics, Diamond, specifically. I don't know if I recognize the song, but I just so everybody's aware, I did hear some of that. But I was not listening in the same way I will be now, that's for sure. But okay, so you think Diamonds is next?
I think, I don't know.
No, I have Fire and Rain
Okay.
next. Is that incorrect?
No, that's probably right.
I think I went by the order you gave me.
Yes. Actually, yes, that sounds like something I would do.
And just based on title, this feels very Adele to me. We'll see.
But just to give you a heads up, she wrote this for her angels.
Really?
Yes.
For us, yes.
Okay. So that I need to repeat just in case the audio was not very good. She wrote this song for her angels. Can you care to elaborate? You want to come up and talk a little
Once
bit?
you listen to the
Ah,
song.
okay. Good point.
But it's
Just shut up, A-Aron. All right. Fire and Rain.
If I go far from home, I still know I'm not alone. You're wherever I'll be, 'cause I carry you with me. If the sky gets too dark, I just look for my North Star. Finding you is easy, 'cause I carry you with me. Ain't no mountain high that I'm not gonna climb. No river is too wide, valley too low. The places that I go, fire and rain, keep throwing on my way. I know how much I can take. I get stronger from the pain. Fire and rain, try to break me, I'll be okay. I risk it all, I know I'm brave. Getting stronger every day. 'Cause I'm never going down, never gonna ever hit the ground. Fire and rain,
Her sound just changed.
'cause I'm never going down, never gonna ever hit the ground. Fire and rain. Well, I cry maybe with you by my side. I know I'm alright. Sweet dreams I'm making through the dark and cold. Ain't no mountain high that I'm not gonna climb. No river is too wide, valley too low. The places that I
There we go again.
Fire and rain, keep throwing on my way. I know how much I can take. I get stronger from the pain. Fire and rain, try to break me, I'll be okay. I risk it all, I know I'm brave. Getting stronger every day. 'Cause I'm never going down, never gonna ever hit the ground. Fire and rain, 'cause I'm never going down, never gonna ever hit the ground. Fire and rain. If I go far from home,
Nice.
I still know I'm not alone. You're wherever I'll be, 'cause I carry you with me.
Wow. So that bass, the driving that, and then the backing vocals. There's some nice little subtle touches here. This song feels like a theme song for some teenage girl trying to push forward. Fire and Rain, fire, fire, fire. That's the intensity. And I don't care what you throw at me. You can give me the most challenging, most intense thing in my face. Give me that waterfall. Right? But you can also throw that rain, my depression, my tears. And it doesn't matter.
Not just the teenage girl, but
I know, but I'm putting it into that perspective. But continue.
just so you know, when I first heard this, I sent word out to everybody I shared it with. That's my theme song.
Nice.
But then I
Nice.
heard Diamonds.
No spoilers allowed here.
Yes.
No spoilers allowed. No, I mean, I agree with you. I specifically mentioned for a 17-year-old girl because I'm trying to frame it in the context of her putting this out and the timing of it and everything, right? But I agree. And, you know, this is such a strong message. I've given, you know, motivational speeches. I listen to a lot of people, and I think that, you know, these types of songs that, no matter where you're at, push forward and kind of go, and it doesn't matter what you can throw at me, making it your own theme song actually does truly empower people. And I feel like that's what she's trying to get at here. She's trying to empower people. This isn't for her.
Well, like she said, it's for her angels,
Yeah, exactly.
right? She carries us wherever she goes. We're always with her. And we inspire her and she inspires us. It works both ways. Amazing. So, on that note, this hasn't been released publicly yet. You'll get it. Actually, I was going to flip a switch and make one of them live. As I was going in this, I forgot. But for my members, you've seen it. But my reaction number 99, I do Million Miles live. And I wanted to do something special for this concert. I talk about it there, so I'm not going to go ad infinitum with it again. But I had written some lyrics, alternative lyrics for Million Miles. Wow. And you actually could hear me sing very, very horribly on it to essentially demonstrate how they might work. But it was the premise that Million Miles, she wrote from the perspective that, well, I interpreted it from the perspective of herself and her grandfather, but when she did it live, she talked about it's for everybody who has that lost one that can hold on to it and so forth. So she kind of portrayed it and projected it in that way. My reinterpretation of her Million Miles lyrics is that it's not just that one person or that you're alone. It's a symbiotic relationship where she says, I'm not never alone. I say, no, you're not ever alone. We're here for you, but we also remember all your smiles and your memories. And when you were growing up, it starts off and so forth instead of when I was growing up. And so it's that duplicity. It's that symbiotic relationship that she, of course, means so much to all of us. But my point was, I wanted her to know that we have her back too. And I think that's important as well. And I think she obviously knows that, but that was the point of the reimaging. But yeah, to your point, her putting this out there, saying that, this is for you, I support you, how can I help you grow? It is a community. There's no doubt. I think we'll see more of that tonight. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Cool. Anything else on this?
How many you got on there now?
Not really, 28, I think.
He said 25.
Okay, so everybody has hyped this up. And I said this at dinner yesterday, and I've learned a lesson in the angel community that when people hype things up, one seatbelt is not enough. Right? I'm talking roller coaster where they strap you in and then the third person comes by to check you, right? The doctor shows up with the stethoscope to make sure you're alive before we start this. So I'm expecting something great here. So here we go. This is Diamond. And again, I did hear some bits and pieces of this in 10 years in the making. But I tried as best as I could to try to tune songs. I am trying to tune songs out that I haven't really heard yet in that type of situation. So it might be a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm going to do my best to, I'm going to be honest, first of all, but then I tried to kind of shield it. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Bring it on, my heart is strong. There's nothing I won't do. Try to knock me down, I scorch the ground. The smoke will be my proof. You thought you stole my fire, my soul. What you don't understand is that I pressure bills, but I'm here still, like diamonds in the sand. I glow like fireflies in the dark, and I know it even when life is hard. I'm shining like a supernova when my head's up high, my heart wide open. So turn off the lights, I shine even more bright, like a diamond. Edge that beat right off my shoulder. I told you, now I'm about to show you. So turn off the lights, I shine even more bright, like a diamond in the night. So turn off the lights, shine even more bright like a diamond. Eyes on me, cause I believe I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Young and free, powerfully, open doors that are meant for me. And are made for me. I can love like fireflies in the dark. And I know, and even when life is hard, I'm shining like a supernova with my head's up high, my heart wide open. So turn off the lights, I shine even more bright like a diamond. Edge that beat right off my shoulder. I told you, now I'm about to show you. So turn off the lights, I shine even more bright like a diamond in the night. So turn off the lights, shine even more bright like a diamond in the night. So turn off the lights, shine even more bright like a diamond.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Oh yeah.
That's why it should have been the last song. That's a mic drop of the song.
Holy cow! What just happened? Recovering addict here. Oh my gosh. No, she did a million things in that. But yes, she just rapped.
Yeah. A rapper reacted to it before and said, "You can do every genre but rapping." So she said, "Okay."
Here, hold my shoe.
And again, I feel like I kind of almost have to start with the lyrics because there was one that was just so potent. Shining like a supernova. A supernova is a star exploding. It's its end of life. Billions, I think it's even hundreds of billions of degrees. Like a supernova is no, so I geek out a little bit on some of this stuff. Sorry, but a supernova is said that if a supernova occurs anywhere in the Milky Way galaxy, you can see it, and it's actually, I believe, known to potentially shine over a distant galaxy if it were to occur. So she's saying that, like, I'm a supernova. Turn down the lights, I'll shine like a firefly, a diamond in the sand, just like I am so here in your face, like boom, right? Like, and it's so crazy because it's like, turn down the lights, I'm gonna shine even brighter. But how do you even need that with a supernova? Like, there's just so. Go ahead.
The references to things that she said before, and in her book also, when she was 8, doing a promo tape before the final, she talked. "I told you how much I love to sing. Now I'm going to show you."
Amazing.
And when she was 9 and wrote the book, published the book, there's a line in there that killed me, and it said, "For a star to shine, there has to be darkness."
Wow.
The wisdom is
Wow. But she don't need any darkness to shine.
Yeah.
Right?
But she's even more bright
Yeah.
when you turn off the light.
But the thing is, she was 8, 9 years old when she made those comments that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, this is somebody that's 8. Name another 8-year-old that thinks that way.
Hey, has anybody talk to you about the journal?
About the fact that she writes in her journal all the time?
Yeah.
I remember her. Wasn't it 10 years in the making? I feel like she said that she writes in her journal daily or something.
And all
like
the
that.
lyrics for her songs come out of her journal.
Yeah, someone said fairly recently, I think it was a comment, that in writing this album, she had to choose from hundreds of songs.
Yeah.
So I said this yesterday, and you're probably going to hear me say this in countless reaction videos in the near term, but it's only a matter of when. I do not believe the world can contain this girl. right? I feel like many of you have concerns. I'm just gauging based on comments I see that, you know, I hope and pray that Angelina makes it big and, you know, when is it? I don't think it's feasible that a world exists where the world does not discover her and the way that she's a supernova. You can't shield your eyes from that genre of Angelina-dom. Like there's nothing you can do. She's going to burst on the scenes. It's only a matter of when. And you know, obviously her family knew all along. I mean, gosh, I choke up every time I think about this. But one of the most monumental moments in my short 5 months now Angelina journey, which by the way, when I first start reacting to Angelina, I had to kind of shield myself from naturally going Angelina Jolie. And now I don't think that thought like, and who's Angelina Jolie? Right. But anyway, it was on Norway's Got Talent, the back scenes scene with Sarah, where she said it was at that moment she realized she had to share Angelina with the world.
That was the very first song when we sang it.
Yeah. And that is so powerful, right? Can you imagine being a parent, realizing, oh my gosh, I knew I had a star. I could see this. I mean, how could she not already? But the actual realization, the materialization of that is unreal, right? And so I think her family and she and everybody around her has known all along that, you know, her journey is already painted. There was a reaction I did fairly recently. Maybe it was Big Bang Bang, where she talked about the continued feedback is the thing that keeps driving her to, or it was 10 years in the making, I think, continues to stretch her and her goals. And she wants to, you know, continue to stretch and move that bar. So for her own sake, she doesn't need the stardom. She doesn't need it. She could care less about it, I believe. But I think she feels it's necessary. Holy cow, I'm running low on battery. I think she feels it's necessary because she knows the gift she has to give the world. Are we having fun?
We never knew.
Yes.
We never knew before that.
Now I'm the fool. All right. This is which number?
Number two. Yeah.
Number 2. All right. So now that I'm going to sit down, it means, oh, that was a silly point in terms of the lyrics. I forgot I was going to do that. All right, whatever. We'll make it work. Here we go. Now I'm the fool.
What can I do when you tell me I deserve someone better than you? You wouldn't know how to break a heart in two. Never had a plane too far for you. I don't understand, don't have a clue. One look in your eyes, now I'm a fool. I know it's just another day in the world, but I'm stuck hiding in the shade of your words. You protected me from all the pain, but I learned that I was just a mistake. You told me I wasted time on loving you, and I just called to let you know it hurt. Yeah, I just called to let you know it hurts. We had it all. Now I'm counting all the broken pieces that I lost. Now that you're gone.
Okay, I completely missed this during the live recording, but I'm doing the editing and I see the folks in the background reacting, right? So you can see Andy, Adair, and Steve actually showing the hand gesture, and this is really cool. Now I think I was looking at myself, and I could see myself looking at the screen, and then I think I heard a little bit of noise behind me, so I turned, and I think I turned partway through her motion. So check out what she's doing with this little hand flicker, and also I've got a little bit of a thing that I'm going to throw on top of that as well. Where you could see James Morrison, trumpet player. He does essentially the same thing. When I saw that, actually, when I was editing, it instantly reminded me of that. So check this out.
Now that you're gone, now that you're gone, now that you're gone, I see you, I feel you in everything that I do. Never had a plane too far for you. I don't understand, don't have a clue. One look in your eyes now.
Just one comment. They generated so much heat during this recording. Yeah, the fire department turned up. Literally. She took pictures with the firemen with the fireman's axe.
Yeah. They got a new smoke machine.
Yeah, they got a new smoke machine. Wow. It kept setting off the fire alarm, and oh, by the way, it was Mary's birthday.
What?
It was Mary's birthday.
Yeah. So she did a live stream.
Yes.
And we were watching the live stream, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, the fire alarm's going off." on her little live stream.
Who's the fool now?
Yeah. And then it shows her going outside and looking at, it was raining that day, and so the fire trucks came, and then she walks outside and looking at the fire trucks, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm barefoot," you know.
So another potent song. I want to start with that bass line. I could see a lot of bass players playing that, right? Just going to town with that. This initially, right out of the gate, again, I've got in the first couple seconds, then I realized it was very different. But my instant reaction from the get-go was again that kind of Amy Winehouse feel. But then I realized, no, it has its absolute own spin. This one, what I love especially about this performance is she didn't do a lot of, right, if you looked at the notes of what she sang on a sheet music, she didn't do a lot with it. It's not a very difficult piece. But I dare another vocalist to sing this like that. I dare them, right? Like, her vibrato is on display here. I mean, all the little subtleties that she's doing vocally, that sound, that is the song. I mean, the lyrics are incredible. It's got a nice little groove, but her sound on this one, I mean, obviously in all of them, she sounds amazing, but on this one, the simplicity of it.
It's interesting you say that because there have been quite a few covers of Love Don't Let Me Go from other people, but has anybody seen a cover of this? I don't think there has been.
Good luck.
It's too difficult.
Good luck,
Good luck with it.
right? Like, good luck. It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyone else could turn fool into a 6-syllable word.
Yeah. Well, that was the other thing is the choice of what words and what syllables she enunciates on is clearly selective, and it just highlights. And you know what? Again, going back to the whole dang album is about, you know, the love and turmoil and also, you know, a lot of this, we talked about theme song and so forth, but you know, a lot of it is the emotional struggle throughout, you know, all of the album, right? And here she takes on a different spin, right? Looking in the face and let me go back to the lyrics, but
Well, Aaron, can you see that these songs tie into the title that she chose for the EP of Old Enough?
yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that yet, but yeah. So just the general, I'm a fool to want you. That, you know, it's evident that, you know, you're no good, or that this isn't right, or that I should walk away, but I can't. Like, how silly of me. And you know, this is that. You know, that waterfall, that it's uncontrollable, right? I mean, even though a waterfall has the same rocks and ridges, if you look at how it lands, it's different, you know, every millisecond, essentially. It's uncontrollable, even though it's a constant stream. So that line in the other one about her heart pouring on, or waterfall into her heart, or something like that. Yeah. I feel like that applies here because that feeling is so strong that, you know, I'm a fool to want you, but I can't control it. It's just too intense. It's too overwhelming.
She's yelling at the person who has angel with devil wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
The haters, the naysayers.
What time was it? I think we
The
have.
one that changed. They want you to sing.
Yeah. So, okay. I really, really want to say thank you to all of you, and on the recording. Probably should say that here. This has been a lot of fun, but again, I wanted to do something special. Not because it's 100, but it's just symbolic, right? It just shows, you know, I mean, 100's a big enough number that I've done enough Angelina, but, you know, especially when I sit down with you folks and talk, I realize I know nothing and I have a long way to go. But that's okay because we know that she's special, right? We know that there's nobody else like her. And it's not arbitrary that while there's many other artists that I've started to react to on my channel, and some I've done more than others, there's no surprise that I've done maybe 240 total reactions, and 100 of those are Angelina, right? That is not arbitrary. And so it's been an absolute pleasure to date. I definitely looking forward to more. And I think what better fitting way, at least for those in the room, but really for everybody that's, you know, remote and going to watch this as well, because there's more video to be coming from it. You know, I hope this is a good way to kick off your day into what's going to be an absolutely epic rest of the day. And, you know, definitely enjoy the rest of the day. I know we're hanging out for a couple hours here shortly, and then we got the concert. So enjoy it. Feel free to grab me and sideline or whatever. You know, I know this was an early start, but I hope it was fun and worth it. And again, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.